Hello everyone, what's going on? What's happening? How are you doing today? Kicking butt out there in the world, doing our best. My name is Michael Tomlinson. I am an Americanteer. Yes, today is January 6, 2023. And with that being said, I'm not even sure how. I've always give out the date when I'm filming, but I'm not sure of how relevant that is with the viewers or if anybody's watching it, if that really has any kind of, if it's relevant or not, and it feels natural to me to put out the date. But then again, I was thinking about it, it's like, I really don't have to. I could just, jump in front of the camera anytime without a date and go timeless in a sense and say things about the Americanteer movement that need to be said. And maybe I'll mix the two. I'm not sure yet. I'm not ready to let go of talking about the date. I know it sounds trivial for me to talk right now on camera, but it's kind of like where I'm at. Also, I got other good news. I'm taking, got some blood work done and some other things done in this past 7 days. So now I'm taking this medication that's probably going to help my eyes. That is great news. I can't tell you how distorted my eyes are, and that's why I wear the sunglasses all the time. So if you're wondering, and you're new to this channel, you're like, why is that guy always wearing sunglasses? It's because my eyes are just super jacked up and super sensitive. It's just, and I feel more comfortable wearing them, even though I'm wearing my regular glasses right now. I feel comfortable wearing these. So I kind of change up. I'm always trying to look for that middle ground that can work. So, it's just make it work. Ow. And curiosity. I'm a curious individual. I don't know if you are, but I am a curious individual for sure. I've always been that way. I've always been curious about a little bit about everything, pretty much. I mean, probably because I had to teach myself, and so the only way to keep my own self-encouragement to move forward and learn was just to be curious. So I really don't know. So I'm just curious, and I'm not talking about like deep philosophical kind of stuff. It's about just like regular life, And if I see a new bakery pop up in my neighborhood, I'm curious. I want to go inside. I want to look at it. I want to look at the menu. Just because, I'm not going to probably purchase anything right then and there, but I do want to know. So if you have a sense of curiosity like me, that's pretty cool. Kind of cool stuff because we just notice things, and not only do we notice them, we kind of want to engage with it and get a little bit deeper, see what's going on, feel it out, see what's happening, especially if it's a community business. We should always support community business anyways, and a little bit of curiosity probably wouldn't hurt. You see a new restaurant, new cafe, a new anything, little boutique maybe, and you can tell from the outside the boutique has nothing to do with you, but you still, if you have that 5 minutes as Americanteer, man, pull in, walk in, investigate, scout it out, do some recon, be curious is what I'm trying to say. Be curious, ask questions, or just look around so at least you know. yourself, and you don't have to leave it to your own internal assessment and evaluation from the outside. So we're just taking this outside judgment and saying, oh, no, I can tell from the outside. I don't have anything to do with it. Therefore, I'm not going to waste any of my time doing anything. And this is like again, I always talk about community and unity, and this is part of your community. So if we're all running around saying, oh, I'm not going to go there because I already know, and why waste my time? If we were all doing that, you know, these businesses come and go. They're taking a chance. They're relying on the community. You know, I know you don't maybe think you're part of it or anything like that, but, you know, just to even drop in and say hello, or just to look at and um, help it with its good vibes, you know, help it, you know, like just move forward. Or you might find something you love and you can't do without it, and you actually buy it. That's even better. Hell yeah, man. Purchase something. Buy a, you know, dinner. Get some bread from the bakery if that's what it is. Or if it's a boutique of sorts, you might find a t-shirt. Buy the damn t-shirt, man. You know, don't freak out, you know, and say, well, it doesn't give me the brand name that I'm used to wearing, you know, so it's not really my thing. And yes, it is your thing. This is part of your community. It's not the mall. It's not, you know, a brand. It's not Nike or Adidas or any of that kind of stuff, you know, or even like avant-garde like Alexander McQueen, you know, and the other designers. You know, most, you know, I don't know how many cities have major designer uh, stores, you know, except for the major cities, I guess. But the city I'm in doesn't really facilitate to that, and so we have to, you know, we have to take care of the small people. And the way things are going, the way the inflation and recession, and money, the economics of our town in this you know, across the nation, you know, this is the best time to chip in a little bit. You know, I talk about other ways of chipping in, but that's another way. Is be curious. Have a curiosity. You know, be observant every day. Things change all the time. I notice it change all the time. I love being observant. And then when something new does come around, I'm curious. I want to know. I don't have to know. You know, it's not like I'm not obsessed, you know, but I am curious. I'm just part of the community. If I have any kind of time whatsoever to swing in and say hello or do something or be a part of it, you know, I will. It's, you know, it's all part about, you know, feeding the good vibrations, you know, the love, sharing the unity, and giving that facility or whatever it may be, you know, a sense of, you know, of unity in the community. You know, because I'm sure when people are not curious and they're not going into their whatever they opened, they're going to not feel very good about themselves. And they open it up for the community. They open it up for you and me. You know, and I know we didn't ask them to do it. We didn't ask for another coffee shop. But it happened anyways. So let's just go with it. I mean, they're taking a chance on us, on you, and me, and everyone else around to participate. It's not like it's a magic carpet ride for them. They just open the doors and people magically appear from all over the city. No, man. They need the support and love of the direct community, the neighborhood, the neighbors, everybody that drives by needs to pay attention. We all do. I mean, if we're going to get through this together, if we're going to get through this inflation and recession and whatever it is, depression that we're in, then we need to be there for each other today, now, yesterday, tomorrow too. I mean, let's just, I'm going to encourage you and remind you of how amazing you are and what you can bring to the table. And it's not even doing much. It's just participating, checking it out, not being like so, just closed-minded and blinded, like we're in blindfolds, and we only want to see what we want to see. Forget that. I don't know where that thinking comes from. That's some just lazy thinking, if you ask me. And I know there's people that are super busy with just dealing with life, man. Day in, day out, daily grind. And you don't have time to be curious. I relate to that too, man. I've been on that wagon. And, but do your best. Do what you can. There isn't a thing wrong with just being a part of it. I mean, there was this one, years back, there was this one DVD store I used to walk by. A little kind of independent setup. A guy just set it up himself, and he carried the new release movies and his own, subculture kind of movies too. And it was really cool. And I would have to walk by there when I was taking doing a lot of film intern and ship and all that kind of stuff. And I cut across the parking lot, look over at it, and I was completely 100% broke too. I had no spare money, not even to rent a movie kind of spare money. I mean, that's how little no spare money I had. I couldn't even I can't even think about doing it. I was living just day by day, man. But still I would walk by there, when I was working hard, putting in long days, and I would still drop in. I'd walk in there, and he'd be back there hanging out, and I'd let him know right up front. I said, dude, look, I have no money. If I come in here, it means I just want to look. That's all. I just want to check things out, and I'll leave, but I won't waste your time, and I won't, just do anything weird or anything, but, I'm just broke, and I'm just, but I also wanted to see the new release DVDs that were coming out. So I'd go in there like once a week or, maybe twice a month. I'd go there frequently, actually, and just look at the new release movies that I can't rent. I just would just check it out, check out the movies, say, wow, I'd watch that. I probably wouldn't watch that one. Just kind of in my brain, just kind of live it out like it was meant to be, but it wasn't. Then I leave, and then I come back a week later or so and have some new stuff. And eventually, after a year or so, after doing that for a while, I was a creative designer, very active at the time, And so he was able to pull off some trades with me where I was making these uh, small baby straight jackets. That was cool. Little baby straight jackets. I mean, literally, I mean, these were like tiny, like baby size little straight jacket. You know, you can, put your baby in. But we use stuffed animals instead to showcase them. And so I busted out some of those, and he loved them. We traded, gave me credit at the store so I could get the movies. That was really cool. And after a while, I started making some money and getting some, and making a little bit more money. Then I started renting from him, and he went out of business. But it all came out of, me being curious. And it's what I think what I'm trying to say is that you couldn't be broke like me. But don't let that stop you from living your dream and looking ahead. I mean, don't let that, make you depressed. That's just, I just had to accept that's where I was at that point in my life. And I knew I wasn't going to be there forever. So, it was just all a temporary shift that I went through. And once I got past it, I was past it, and then I was just a regular customer at that point. And, and I didn't give up on my thinking of walking in there or thinking why go in there? I don't have any money. You don't need money to walk in somewhere and to look at it and to explore and to open up your mind, to things and new things or, it's really not that big a deal. It takes a little bit of time. And you'd be surprised how things change and manifest or you can grow. It's only because I was doing that so many times that we worked out a trade. You probably got tired of seeing me walk in there and walk out, and he probably thought, like, man, he was probably going to give me a sympathy movie. He's feeling like, dude, just pick a movie and I'll let you have it for the weekend. He never did that, which would have been cool. That would have been very Americanteer. But that didn't happen. I did it on my own. And I had to. And that's what you have to do too. And us as Americanteers, sometimes that's what we have to do. Just become curious. That's part of the steps of change. Not only was I changing myself, but, I was understanding myself as I was going through that process. And I'm happy. I'm not embarrassed, but I love that. I love doing that. So it didn't bother me. And it's all because I'm curious too. And being supportive of local businesses. So, we all got to chip in when it comes to your local business, especially the ones that are really close to you, in your neighborhood that are just around the corner, 2 blocks away, and you have never gone inside. What do you think we're doing? What do you think they're doing? They're trying really hard. They set it up for you. For you. So you should respect it. Give it some respect. And at least find out, if you just go in there once and say, never again, I'm still happy you did that. But if you never go inside or do anything about it, or even notice it, that's, that says a lot about who you are as a character too. So, and as Americanteers, we want to build character. We want to be a part of it if we can. with what little we can do. And, and hopefully that will ignite others to do the same and to do the same as they did. Once other friends find out, that you just went inside the random bookstore. Now you have a little story of an adventure of what you found in this random bookstore. So remain curious. Go through your day and think about being an Americanteer. Think about joining. Think about that kind of stuff when you see it and you notice it. Think about what I'm saying at the same time. Think like that guy Michael with the Americanteer movement. He did say this. So, and you should acknowledge it. I mean, that's what we're all here. We're here to all help each other. I'm not here to hurt you. We're all here just to help. And it's better than hurting. It's better than talking about gloom and doom. Spreading hate. Fear. Forget all that stuff. Or you don't have to forget it, but just don't let it direct your life like other things already do anyways. The curiosity, that is your thing. That is your mind. That is your heart. That is your action. Nobody's paying you. Nobody's telling you. It's just you're doing that because that's what you want to do. And it's your freedom and your rights to do it. And it's an adventure. It's going to be fun. Okay, well, have, just, I always say the word magnificent or fabulous, but have a great day. Thanks for letting me share with you. Peace, love. We'll talk later. Bye.